Yo, have you guys been feeling this, that like China is whooping our butt in everything, in every sector right now?
Especially with kids.
Dude, with kids specifically. I'm watching dance videos right now, and there's these like, I have no idea what city or what province that this classroom is in, and there's just like 40 little Chinese boys or Chinese girls wearing the exact same thing, doing these really advanced level dance routines in like perfect synchronicity. Like I'm watching those freaking robots at the CCTV Beijing New Year.
But just better.
So why don't you just move there then, Anthony?
Yeah, if you love it so much.
If you love it so much, why don't you leave America?
Sound like you're being Japanese again, and I want you to bring the energy back so we can focus all. When you talk about Japanese stuff, I co-sign, I jump on there. I need you to do that for China right now.
When you see this in China, do you want that for your own kids?
Do I want it for my?
Do you want them to fucking be dribbling basketballs like this when they're 2 years old?
I feel like we're probably in the same state. We haven't got that far. It's still in a state of marvel.
Yeah.
We already know how hard it is to get one kid to do anything, right? In a kid's jiu-jitsu class.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you get 5 kids? Now, how do you get 100 kids? And then how do you get 100 kids to perform at a prodigy level? It's like somehow China has solved a 100-step problem that they made like, oh, this is just a napkin that exists at every restaurant. That's what it feels like. It feels like they took the ultimate Rubik's Cube, and this is so commonplace everywhere. Everyone could do it with their eyes closed.
And it also feels like one of those things, like you watching like basketball, right? You know, a player gets injured, a star player gets traded, something happens with the draft, and then suddenly an entire franchise that was like so much greatness, so much momentum, and then like, oh, you know, they're in a rebuilding year. They're gonna take the L for this one. You know, this person's sitting out half the season. Instead of risking their injury to further, blah blah blah, they'll trade this person in order to get a better draft round, and hopefully they've got budget for the next season. And it's like they do that. It fucking feels like China did that, but for a whole generation. It's like they're like, you know what? All right, we'll stay quiet. You guys can talk junk on us, call us dirty, say that we're underdeveloped,
Ching chong, whatever.
say we build too fast and things aren't structured, whatever. You know, just keep talking. Meanwhile, we're just gonna build. We're just gonna keep our heads.
But in 2050, you're gonna suck my dick so hard.
Yep.
And they're doing it in every sector, and you could see it in every kid. They're all, like he said, prodigy level across the board, and they're just waiting for the next gen.
If you want to build a nation, it feels like they're building it from the ground up.
The children are the future.
How do we disrupt that?
That's the
Dude, it's a
question.
machine.
I think they're disrupting us, man. I think the only way that they
gotta
can keep
compete.
going with that is they got to keep us fucking feeding on this race war bullshit.
You think they did the Rick Chow shit?
I don't know, man. He's apparently, to all of the black community, it's all of Asians that did that Rick Chow shit.
The part that scares me as an American, I love that we're on top, still holding on, and we have the ultimate society, whatever. What scares me as an American is I know how fucking hard Chinese people work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you know there's just a whole group of people that are down to work
And cheat.
and cheat, you better leave the blueprints out of their hands.
Yeah. They're like athletic Jews.
Once they get the blueprints, they're going to start flying.
Yep.
But the problem is, it seems like we just saw them get a hold of these blueprints, and it's like seeing Jurassic Park, where like there's a lot of baby velociraptors starting to come out. And they're like,
Have you seen the China super cities, dude? Have you seen them?
Aren't they all super cities at this
Well,
point?
that's the thing, right? They took the time to develop all their cities that are underdeveloped, that have nothing going on over there, and they built them up to these giant super cities. And it just brings everybody up. The economy's doing better, like, and they've done it in all different parts of China. And all these journalists that went over to China when Trump was over there, they're all coming back talking about how much better China is. Like, they're kind of in shock. They didn't even know they were doing all this until they went over there.
Well, we're randomly doing articles here about some crazy new monument or structure or building or the fastest train or like new hyperjet, and it's just constant, like they're innovating. Meanwhile, I don't know if we've had a new building that's outside of a capitalist efficient box in fucking a
Hey, the Hard Rock Hotel's building right now, dude. Like, come on. We're going to have a guitar for a hotel.
Very excited. Probably fucking invested by Chinese people, by the way.
This is when I knew we fucking lost to China already.
were you saying we lost already?
Or we lost her. It's already
Really?
done. They have these robot legs for people
They
that
move
can't really
around.
walk that well.
Yeah.
And they give them to you when you do like their national parks. They give you these robot legs and they help you walk
Oh wow.
And it's just like they give it to people who are medically need it, and then also for like just if you want
fat
to,
or
or something. It's sick, dude.
That's because that version is already at consumer level. What do you think is at military level when it comes to their exoskeletons, their fucking robots and stuff like that? The consumer products that they're already willing to push out means that their military level products have got to be so like probably because that it's probably just so unrestricted in a singular government.
So how do we disrupt them, like Joe said? How do we disrupt them?
You guys keep stroking their fucking balls.
We only have private sector people that are working on these things for us, right?
I got a question for you.
We're doing fights at the White House, dude. We're too busy with that.
I got a question for you guys who are Benedict Arnolds to China.
Whoa.
You guys have the actual ability to kind of live amongst them. If anything happens, you could jump ship because you're kind of Chinese, right?
You telling me you couldn't jump ship?
Yeah,
I could blend, but they're gonna be. I'm actually their arch nemesis. For if they were the Jews, then I'm the Nazi.
Brother, we got you, dude. We'll hide it for you. We'll treat you like a fellow Chinese man.
Because I'm wondering
when time comes, we're gonna be bound down.
What is everyone else gonna do? Like, you guys could fucking
practice your Mandarin now. Ni hao ma?
You could be Joseph Jung or something.
Yeah.
Joseph. Okay.
Joseph Zhao.
You could be Chinese.
Or just like Zhou Jing.
Zhou Jing.
Or you could be Apple.
Apple.
Will you guys ever jump?
Some Apple.
Will you guys? I love America.
I love America too, man.
But like right now, I feel like I made a bad choice because I'm a part of two dying empires, the UK and America. I'm gonna be working on my UK citizenship, but now I want to be proud, but whenever shit comes out like this, I'm like, come on, leaders, build like a tower, or do something cool. Like, I can't be proud of any of this shit.
I also think it's the people, though.
It's what? It's also the
Because like the Chinese people in general are very long-term thinking. Whether you're high-level politician to the stupid-ass farmer, like everyone generally has a very long-term thinking in relation to the average American, where you're looking at the next paycheck, or you're like, if you want to lose weight, you got to give it 12 weeks. So like 12 weeks? Fuck that, way too long. I think since Asians can go, my generation's over, give it on to the next generation, sure, we'll do that. We can all sacrifice for the greater good. The hard part for Americans to rebuild like that is no one can sacrifice for the greater good.
We've been preconditioned to not be like that.
Yeah, we don't have that vision like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a leadership problem to me.
Who do we blame then? Who do we blame as Americans?
That sounds like some like Great Depression American used to think like that. They used to be like, you know what? For the future generations, and then the boomer Americans fucked it all up because it's me.
They had too much fun.
Yeah. You know what was really embarrassing was during COVID, there was a compilation going around of their school and our school of the same age kids. And their school, they had like military training. Kids were doing like obstacle courses, marching in formation, and then like doing like fucking, what do you call it? Those drills where you have like a little squad and then like you just have
CQB.
Yeah. And then like the next thing is like there's drag story time for us. And then the kids are just like doing pointless shit.
You said drag story time?
Yeah, like a drag queen telling a story.
No, like, so it's like they show like China, America. And every time it cut to America, I was like, what are we gonna do?
It's like, hey guys, so this is a girl and she can also have a penis, okay? It's 2026. Meanwhile, they're like building like a fucking engine or something.
They're just learning math.
Yeah.
There's like a 3-year-old with a wok already like cooking and shit. And then I'm like, what are we doing?
Do you guys know a lot more parents who homeschool their kids nowadays?
A lot
like
of
more than
people
ever,
do.
right?
More than ever.
Because I know a lot of parents are just opting out of the school system of just being like, you know what? My kid's not learning in this. This is just not good for them. I'd rather just take on the burden of just doing
more than
homeschool,
ever.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of crazy because I feel like since I was a kid, the focus on academics, and I sound like such a probably old guy, But the focus on academics in school, I feel like, has just slowly plummeted over the years. Where we don't really focus on that as like a nation, you know, like they don't really you don't hear our politicians talking about that kind of stuff.
But when we were growing up, right, wasn't it like a consensus? Like, it's like, hey guys, let's all go to school and become better and smarter and whatever. And now I go, these kids are going to school and they're getting more. They're like stupider and stupider and stupider. And I'm just like, I don't know if I want to put my kid in a bunch of dum-dums together.
Yeah, because they're just learning like dumb ideologies rather than like practical knowledge.
Yeah, with dumb teachers.
Like, you know what's interesting? I also feel that, you know, we here in America will be like, you know, put our kids in like sport. Go to a team thing. Give them structure, give them discipline, give them rules. Let them figure out what it means to be a cog in a broader and bigger machine where it's, even if there's a loss today, that's not the end of the season. You know, there's so many of these ingrained things where it's like, we work together, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, do that as your experience, but keep it there so that once you get out of that sport, like all those rules don't exist anymore. Cause like that's like the whole country of like a communist nation that works effectively, is it not? Is it like you're the coach of the country, tells you to wear a uniform, show up at a certain time, speak a certain way, dress a certain way?
The country is a sport.
But if everybody submits to it, knowing that it's not a harassment of like self-character, but a development of something greater, then it's like now you're a winning team. But we can't seem to adopt that in like a broader philosophy outside of like sport. We can't just do that as society and community, right? Like even there's even a sadness to more homeschooling because that's just a greater and wider understanding or a perspective shift where people are like, I don't trust in the system. I don't trust in the societal placed academic system. So I'm choosing to just write it on my own. So like from a kid's, like from the age of I can't think for myself, I'm already being taught to just make it on my own somehow. There's no structure or rule or society. Like I just have to be better than everybody from the beginning. That's a really weird society kind of like.
There's no community.
There's no community in there.
There's no teamwork. There's no like.
And then, but we frown on it. We like it's so easy from a land of democracy, from the free to be like, that's communism. They don't have rights to blah blah blah. And it's like, or it's also a working society because when we abuse our freedoms, like
they're fake communists. They love business.
They got a hybrid model.
Or they have they're like what's like social communism maybe,
Yeah.
but like entrepreneurially capitalistic.
yeah.
The only difference is they love money just as much as we do, but the government controls all the businesses. That's the only difference.
Chinese people love money.
They love commerce. They're all about it, but the government controls like all of every company, every single one we can think of. That it's not real communism. So like, I just think in general though, Asians work well with communism because of collectivism and the way the society's structured with Confucianism, meaning like the whole system is built on shared responsibility. Like if you do something shameful, it's your whole family that gets shamed, not just you. Whereas like we're the opposite here. It's all about me. It's like whatever the fuck I do doesn't affect my parents. I'm my own person.
I actually think Asians work well in any system.
Yeah, because they're thinking about others.
Work like you throw us.
Team ball, baby.
Yeah, you like if you have a corner of Facebook, we need to develop whatever, and then you have like here, who do you pick? Wang or Devontae or whatever? They're like, oh, give me Wang, dude. That fool's gonna shut the fuck up. I'll work anybody else, and you'll bring them in. And
He's got glasses. Come on.
Yeah, like we still make it in Hollywood somehow. That's not even our system. NBA, whatever. Everyone, I think you throw us anywhere in the world, we'll slowly like crawl our ways to the top somehow, which is kind of cool, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, we're here. We're not even American. Like we're not Native American, nor were we the British. And there's a lot of Asians climbing to the top somehow,
Quietly.
So if we get taken over by China, we can climb our way to the top, baby.
Come over there.
Climb over there.
one perk of being Chinese is when you're an American tourist and you go somewhere and they think you're Chinese before you're American, you feel better.
Why? I thought they hate Chinese.
They don't like the Chinese innocently. The reason they don't like Americans, though, is way worse.
Oh, that's what you mean. Because in Italy, I heard they hate both.
I thought it was because they don't want to see like people shitting on the floor or whatever.
I'm a young Chinese man.
Oh, okay.
You can assume I won't shit on the floor.
His time's coming.